Hey, you there. If you like growing plants and you also care about the environment, check this out. As you may or may not be aware, the soil is the largest terrestrial carbon sink on the planet. That means that as far as everything on land goes, soil holds more carbon than anything else. So I'm sure you're already familiar with the fact that we chopped down all the forests and dug up all the coal and dug up all the oil and burned a whole bunch of it and turned sequestered carbon into atmospheric CO2, a greenhouse gas that is causing us some significant issues at the moment. So where we are right now, environmentally speaking, is we need to find some kind of way to take a bunch of that gaseous atmospheric CO2, convert it back into a solid form, store it, sequester it, so that it's not floating around in the air heating up the planet. Fortunately, we've got this thing called plants, which are the absolute best at taking that atmospheric CO2 and turning it into carbon-based sugars and pumping that down into the soil microbiome. This is where you come in. Because you like growing plants, you're actually uniquely positioned on the front lines of this process of pulling down CO2 and storing it in the soil. So while you're working on growing your tomatoes, you can also be working on pulling down atmospheric CO2 and sequestering it in your soil. This is the crossroads between growing food and healing the planet that we call regenerative agriculture. That's what this page is all about. So here we focus on regenerative principles at a gardening scale, which is accessible to anybody from the smallest scale apartment grower with a few potted plants on a windowsill all the way up to some serious acreage. So if that sounds interesting to you and you're not already following, hit that button.